Hey guys, ETN son of SunBros here. Today we're going to be bringing you the brand new 1.1.50 patch. First thing I did when I got the patch, guys, was I went ahead and bought Alpha and I brought you guys that Alpha reveal video. I'm loving Alpha. He's a really super fun champ to play. So you guys check that video out. You'll see how much fun I had playing with him. You're going to see what his abilities are about. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on. But what I want to do right now is we're going to talk about the patch. I'm going to read it. We're going to talk about it, figure out what's going on with it, and what we think about it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. First, they're wishing us a happy new year. Okay, so they're changing a lot of stuff. This is supposed to be a pretty big patch, so I'm pretty excited. All right, so kind of talking about what they want to do for the game. Okay, so bringing us the new hero Alpha, which is really cool. You guys check out my Alpha real video for that. He's awesome. Okay, they've partially improved the lag problems. That's good. They've actually done a pretty good job of continuing to work on that. And they're bringing the hero puzzles in. I just got my first hero puzzle piece, so that's cool. And you get to trade with your friends, which is awesome. Oh, with your Facebook friends. I don't know if that's specific only to Facebook or not. You get heroes if you get a whole thing. That's pretty cool. Alright, so new hero Alpha, the ultimate weapon, 599 diamonds, 32,000 battle points, 30% off in the first week. Now, the 32% off was only for the diamonds, obviously. It wasn't for the battle points. Here's his background story. I'll read that later. Skills are cool. Just go look at the Alpha reveal video for the Alpha stuff. He is awesome. Heroes and skin of the week. 8 new rotation heroes this week. Saber, Nana, Tigreal, Garena, Franco, Rafaela, Minotaur, and Gore. That's a good lineup, actually. It's a good lineup of free champs. Free heroes, so that's good. Starlight members get 2 extra free heroes. Bruno, Clint Eudora, Hayabusa, Bane, Alice. Okay, that's cool. Clint, they adjusted the Summer Beach skin. That's cool. New water splash effect. I wonder if that makes his guns shoot water instead of still bullets. Oh, the jigsaw is only going to last a week. Win jigsaw pieces by logging in the game or exchange pieces with your friends. Compete the jigsaw to get rewards, tickets, and chances to get permanent skins. That's cool. You can buy heroes within items too. Okay, you can buy heroes at BP discounts. Hero adjustments. Alright, Clint remade. If you guys watch my Alpha reveal video, you would know that I noticed in game that there was a Clint remake because he started to shoot little dust tornadoes and weird like light shots and stuff. He was totally different. So let me go ahead and read through some of this. So they totally redid him. Let's see. Passive. Quick draw. Within 4 seconds after releasing a skill, the next basic attack will penetrate targets along a straight line, dealing extra basic attack damage. So we noticed that he regularly used an attack that was kind of like a beam of light that went through everything, and it was pretty long, and it did a pretty good amount of damage. That looks like it was passive. That's very similar to a League of Legends character named Lucian, who shoots a very similar attack, so that's cool. Blind Smoke. Projects a smoke shell, dealing damage to enemy heroes in an area. Basic attacks, hit rate, and movement speed of enemy heroes in the smoke area will decrease. So it's when you're in that little thing, we notice it says blind and slow. It looks like it just decreases your movement speed. And excuse me, it makes you attack slower, or at least less damage. Next is Heal Rope. Shoots a trap net forward, dealing damage to the first enemy it touches, and slows the enemy down. Meanwhile, the hero will step back for a second for a section of distance. So that sounds like it's going to be a little dive back maneuver, a little bit of mobility for Clint. That is actually really similar to a League of Legends character named Caitlyn, who has a similar move where she shoots a net forward and dives backward. That's kind of what it sounds like. And Howitzer launches a grenade towards a target, dealing physical damage when it hits and explodes. Grenades can stack up to 5. I didn't really notice that last night playing in that alpha game, but I don't know. So here's some other changes. A la carte. The speed of the next charge after using skill decreases from 20 to 10. That looks like a buff. Don't really know what. Oh, okay. Oh, that's his. That's his teleport, I think. So his teleport is gonna go into effect faster than it was before. That's cool. Tigreal implosion. Fix the problem that actual effect range of the skill was slightly larger than that of the indicator. Okay. Not really a nerf, it's just a fix. Natalia got fixed and nerfed. Okay, so fix the problem that Natalia will not show up when being attacked in the bushes. So that's, I mean, you guys know I played a lot of Natalia. I made a Natalia, series, and that's a good thing. I mean, it sucks for Natalia mains, but it's fair. It's a fair thing to do. So when she was in the bush and she was stealth and she got attacked, she would not break stealth, which was ridiculous. And then they fixed the problem where Natalia still so this is another issue. If Natalia ran into a bush and you were having a fight with her there, and then 2 seconds passed, she would just go invisible, even though you guys were straight up fighting each other and she was taking damage and everything, which was ridiculous. I don't think even Natalia mains could say that was fair. That wasn't fair at all. That was stupid. So she will no longer go invisible when she's in a fight, even if she's in the bushes. Okay, so that's 2 issues to fix that need to be fixed. The movement speed addition to stealth mode decreases from 50 to 20%. The duration increases from 4 to 6. So they made it last longer, which was unnecessary because you didn't need it to last longer. You could get from one bush to the next. So first thoughts on that. That seems pretty harsh. From 50 to 20 seems a little bit much. I would have decreased it from like 50 to 35. I mean, they just demolished that. That movement speed was like one of the key components to Natalia's gameplay. So like 20% is not a lot. If you don't go boots with Natalia and somebody goes boots, they're going to be faster than you when you're in stealth. So that seems counterintuitive. That seems like too much of a nerf to me. 30% would have been nice. If they're gonna nerf that, 30% would have been better. I feel like that was a little bit too much, but the increase doesn't matter because like I showed you guys in my Natalia video, I could run from one end of the map to the other without ever losing stealth mode because the bushes are so close together. So that sucks. Claw Dash has its range decreased from 5 to 4.2. That's not bad. It's not a huge decrease, but Claw Dash is one of her best abilities for escaping, for doing whatever you gotta do. So that kind of sucks. Now, the second stage strike can only be used when it hits an enemy. So they've changed Claw Dash to be a attack-only maneuver. It's not really that good for getting away. You can't double Claw Dash to get out of danger, to get out of issues you may have gotten yourself into, which is one of my favorite things about it. So Natalia got a pretty big nerf. I mean, they've essentially negated her buff of being stealth by reducing the movement speed down so far that she can't really run around the map anymore and have an advantage over her enemies. I'm interested to see how hard it's going to be able to get to your enemy and then do the attack to silence them and start the fight. Claw Dash being decreasing its range isn't a big deal to me. It's not that much. It's gonna make it a little bit harder to get through some of the thicker parts of walls and stuff, but it's probably still doable. I'll have to check that out. Now the second one being that it has to go through an enemy. That is that's kind of rough, guys. That's gonna make that's gonna make us need to be a lot more creative on Natalia to get out of danger, to be more shifty and more jukey than we had to be before. We can't just dive through multiple walls like we used to. So that's interesting. Cho, the knockback distance decreased from 6.5 to 5.5. To me that's inconsequential. I think that it probably should have been left the same. Cho is not, he's not OP right now. He's good in the circumstances in which you use him properly in, but he's not overpowered in any way. The knockback can be fairly far, but remember that one of the main uses of his knockback. There's two reasons that you really use the knockback. You either use it to knock somebody out of a team fight, and you have to knock them far enough away to where you're not getting destroyed because you knocked them out of the team fight. You know, you're not getting wrecked. That's the whole point of it. Or you're knocking them out from under tower. And I'll have to try it out, but if this makes it so that I can't be knocking somebody back from the middle of the tower area all the way outside of tower range, and I can't knock them out of team fights enough to where I'm not still getting attacked by the other team, then it's going to be really hard to swallow that pill. Grua, she got nerfed, I have no doubt. Her initial movement speed is adjusted down. That's not very much. Her HP growth is adjusted down. That's quite a bit, but she's not really meant to be tanky. Armor's adjusted. Okay, so they really, excuse me, they really made her a lot less tanky. A little less movement speed. So Saime Umbrella Open is her Umbrella Throw. It's her first ability. They increased its cooldown, which is probably pretty fair. You guys know, if you saw my Kagura videos, that you could, especially later in the game, you could literally just tap that button over and over again and have that umbrella dash through people and do some stupid damage. So that's probably fair. The Yin Yang Gathering, that's the passive. The cooldown is increased from 3.5 to 4.5. That's fair. That makes sense. It's not. It really doesn't affect us that much because we don't use it that often. The effect duration of stun is a decrease from 0.8 to 0.4. That sucks. That I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think that's ridiculous. You're talking about you're breaking the stun in half now. We'll try that out in game, but here's the deal. If that ruins our ability to do Kagura's combinations, which is what makes her so special, then she could potentially be ruined. If I can't teleport to my umbrella, stun the enemy for long enough to do my ult with the umbrella in hand, dive away, and then do my other ult, if that combination is now ruined because the stun doesn't last long enough, then that's a real bummer. They've really potentially ruined one of the best heroes in the game. So we'll take a look at that in the game, but that sounds rough right now. Next up is Sun. See, the amount of HP restored provided by the doppelganger increases from attack powers 30% to 60%. Now that's good. So you guys don't know it yet, or you don't know it at all, but I had been working on making a Sun hero reveal video, and I gave it one attempt, and it really didn't go well. I had a lot of background noise and stuff, so I scrapped it. But in that video, one of the things that I was complaining about, actually two things, was that the doppelganger was not worth enough because it wasn't targetable, number one, and it didn't seem like it didn't do enough damage. And if it was not going to do enough damage, then it should give you more health back. The doppelganger needed to be worth more for it to, it didn't give you a lot of health back. It didn't do a lot of damage, and it wasn't targetable, making it virtually worthless in my mind. The health was not great enough to make, or the damage wasn't great enough to make up the difference. Now, they doubled the amount of HP it gives you, essentially. Now the doppelganger can be chosen as a target. Okay, so now you can target the doppelgangers, which is really good. That's how it is with Wukong and any doppelgangers in League of Legends, and that's how it should be now. I mean, the doppelganger should be able to be targeted as a distraction. Fix the problem that the doppelganger may move suddenly. Sometimes that's cool because sometimes the doppelgangers just took off on their own. And optimize the performance of skill indicators. Now players can see the attack indicator of the doppelganger clearly. So that's cool. So you can see where the doppelgangers are going to strike with your abilities. All those things I like. I think they're good fixes. Hopefully that makes Sun a little bit more powerful. I felt like his kit was a little bit underwhelming with the doppelgangers. I didn't think they were really given enough to the kit to make it worthwhile. He didn't have any CC. He didn't have any escape ability. I mean, he had his dash, I guess. His damage wasn't overwhelming. I felt like the special part of him was the doppelgangers, and they didn't give enough. So I'm glad that they gave him a little bit more. Ballman's HP growth is dropped. Armor dropped. A little less tanky to start. The growth of it, so he gets less tanky over time, and his initial attack is increased. So that's more balancing, not really nerf or buff. Minotaur Gets an increase in his slow. I mean, that's good. Minotaur is a tank slash CC champ, so if you're gonna freaking make him that, this, you know, slow increase is not a bad thing. Speed of the casting of the hook decrease, so hopefully that makes his hook cast faster, which I know sucks because getting hooked by Franco's the worst, but Franco's main, you know, gig is going to be hooking people. Then it does take a little bit too much time to cast. Hopefully this fixes it a little bit. Effective radius, okay, so that's fair. They made the hook cast faster, but they made the actual width of the hook smaller, so we're gonna get less of these problems where visually you're out of range, like the hook doesn't get to you, it's like next to you but it still grabs you. So hopefully that's gonna be really good. Layla got adjusted the effect of her skill indicator, no big deal. Yunjao, oh god, I was just talking about this with my wife. You guys know I play with my wife. Yunjao has had an issue, and a lot of Yunjaos out there, shame on you guys, have been taking advantage of this. And it sucked. Is Fallen Sword, this passive on Fallen Sword does 8% damage on each auto attack, each basic attack, and Yunjao's passive does it so that he does 6 consecutive auto attacks in like immediately in one basic attack. So it was doing the 8% damage 6 times. So I found this out immediately when I ran into a Yunjao early game, right when he finished his Fallen Sword, and he did 1 auto attack to me and took more than half my health away. So when I died, I looked at my death recap and saw that I got 48% of my health done to me by Fallen Sword. And I immediately realized this had to be a glitch. There's no way that Moonton intended for his you know, passive with that weapon to do 48% of every single champ's damage. Because remember, it doesn't matter whether you have 10,000 damage or you have 5,000 damage, it still does 48% of your total, which is ridiculous. Item adjustments, endless battle, remove the fury effect, add a new effect, chase of fate. Okay, blade of despair, adjusted the effect of blade of despair, deals. Okay, interesting. So that must have not been working the way they wanted. Frost, okay. Nothing crazy. Decreased all heroes' skill coefficiencies and adjusted cooldown time and basic damage for some effects. Okay. Increased cooldown time of some crowd control skills. That's probably fair. There was a insane amount of crowd control going on in games, so increasing the cooldown of some of those moves is probably a good thing. Adjusted the stats of the super minions. Added a new battle spell. Arrival. I did see that. Arrival is a new teleport ability. It takes 3 seconds to teleport to any minion or tower, and you are invulnerable while you're teleporting. This is a really cool new ability spell, and I'm excited to try it out. Adjusted the resurrecting time in the brawl mode. That's cool, and increased the XP gain. So that's gonna make brawl mode better. Brawl mode was kind of stuck with you're not gaining enough gold fast enough, so or XP and stuff. So they're gonna up that stuff, and then they're gonna adjust the resurrection time, because resurrection times got crazy in brawl mode when the game is a really fast gameplay style. So the cost decreases. The cost decrease effect for energy cost type of heroes provided. Okay, yeah, that's cool. The healing spell is adjusted to restore 50% of HP for hero, and according to the number of nearby enemies, restore at most 15% for them. Yeah, that's really confusing to read. Let's figure that one out. The hero skill selection process update. We did notice that last night when we were playing alpha. That's cool. They updated the models of the normal and super minions. We noticed that they were really cool looking minions now. They changed. You could turn off chat. That's cool. They have new battleground voice chat. Didn't notice that, but that's neat. They optimized the performance of dragging the camera. I didn't really notice that. Gaming experience. Okay, so this is just like a fair matchup system. They just kind of changed some of the UI stuff, guys. Some of the user interface stuff. Okay, cool. So, oh, they added the tickets. Changed the logging page image. We just noticed that. Okay, so oh, bug fixes. Okay, so they fixed the bug where Bauman's ult was like hitting, and then it would hit like 2 or 3 more times. So that's good. They fixed the issue. So I didn't notice that one. I did notice the second one too, which is they fixed the issue where like your teammate would be recalling, but it wouldn't show the little animation with all the blue crap around them. So that's neat. They fixed the bug that sometimes when you selected a skin for a hero, it would, you played him with the cool skin, and then the next game you'd play them, and it wouldn't auto select the skin again. So it looks like they fixed that problem. They corrected an issue with Blade of Destruction that it would give an extra 10% critical strike damage when a hero deals a critical strike. I didn't really notice that, to be honest with you, but that sounds like a good balance. Even though I love Blade of Destruction. Fix the bug where the actual effect range of Fanny's first skill. Okay, so that Fanny's first skill is the one that kind of spins the blades around. So that was affecting a larger area than it should have, and they fixed it. That's good. Hopefully that'll bring a little more balance to Fanny. All right. Well, that's an interesting patch, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. This is a great patch. All in all, I'm really excited about. Let me get my good credit reward here because I've been a good boy. All in all, guys, I've been really excited about the new patch. I feel like Moonshine is doing a really good job trying to make the game a little more cohesive, trying to bring some balances to the game. I only thought a little bit of it was a little extreme, but none of it was really crazy. It was all pretty well in the name of balancing, so I'm excited about that. I like the patch. Guys, tell me what you think in the patch in the comments below. Tell me if you think anything was over the top. Tell me what you think about the Clint rework. We're going to be putting out a Clint rework video tonight. Kiro's going to be doing that because he's a lot more experienced than me on Clint. The alpha reveal video is coming out right now. And yeah, we're excited to see what you guys' thoughts are. Please comment below with questions or comments about the update. And yeah, guys, that was awesome. If you guys enjoyed the content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, guys.